Hey everybody, welcome to my video. Today we're going to be talking about video games, but more specifically we're going to be talking about a popular debate among video game culture. And this of course is PC versus console. Now, what's that mean? What the heck is a PC? What the f is a console? Well, to put it simply, a PC is anything from a laptop to a desktop computer, and a console is a gaming system, anywhere ranging from Nintendo 64 to a PlayStation 4. And today, we're going to be going over some pros and cons to decide once and for all which is better. And just for clarity's sake, first I'm going to go over the pros of PC, the cons of console, the pros of console, and then the cons of PC. Don't ask why, I just feel like it'll sink in better for you. Oh, why did I write so much? Hey John, get the f out of here. Okay, so, PC, what's so great about it? Well, a lot of things. One thing being game prices. Surely if you're into video games at all, you've heard of Steam. This is a service that was created by the company Valve in 2003, and they do a lot of sales in the summertime and holidays, ranging from anywhere 40% off to 90% off. One time, I got all of the Saints Row games with all of the DLC for $15. Crazy. Speaking of Steam brings me to the next big pro of PC gaming, freedom. You as a PC gamer have so much freedom to mod the shit out of your games. Modding is just the act of installing certain programs into your video games to change anything from the graphics, the way the game looks, to the weapons you can use in the game. It may sound complicated, but it really isn't. Sometimes it is, but websites such as Nexus Mods has programs that you can install on your computer that makes installing mods really easy. It'll organize them for you and have them installed in the right place so you don't f up your game. And it's really, really scary when you f up your game. Even Steam has this thing called the workshop, which is where users can make mods, upload them, and you can install them. What I really like about it is it installs the mod as you download it, so there's no worrying about which folders they're in. Now, not only do you have the freedom to do things like adding Thomas the Train to Skyrim,
but the legend, I thought those stories were just kids' tales. Oh my god, it's really him. Ladies and gentlemen, Skyrim is here to save me. Oh my god. Thank you, Skyrim. I love you, man. It's raining trophies.
You also have the freedom to use different peripherals. Peripheral is a complicated word for game controller. Remember these? Or these? Yeah, these are peripherals. And you, as a PC gamer, have the freedom to use a keyboard and mouse, a controller, or any other kind of crazy thing you can program into your game to use as a controller. Look at this guy who basically made a cockpit for the video game Elite Dangerous.
Left. Mid. Center.
But if you don't have the money for that, like I said, you could take, say, an Xbox One controller and plug it into your computer via USB, and the drivers will be installed for you instantly. Well, not instantly, but they'll be installed for you because Xbox and Windows are made by Microsoft. The more you know. One last thing to add to the pros of PC gaming is that your PC will never ever be obsolete. Assuming you built your own desktop, the only thing you'll have to do to make sure your games run as fast as they can and look as good as they can is install a new processor or graphics card. And boom, your PC is above gaming standards. This is really weird without the music I'm gonna have playing in the background. This leads me to one of the big cons of console gaming. Say you save up to $350 to $400 for the next whatever current gen console. Well, that's awesome, but what if in a few years they come out with the Xbox 2 or the PS5? Now less developers are making games for your console, and it's not like you can just pop in the new advanced Call of Warfare 3 and just play it on your shitty old console. Remember me talking about how low prices were on PC because of Steam? Well, that. You don't get those kinds of game prices on console. Instead, you get to pay $60 whole. You can find deals. It isn't impossible. Go to any GameStop and you can find slightly cheaper pre-owned games, but it's not nearly as good as, like I said, Steam or other websites like the Humble Bundle or Green Man Gaming. So what else isn't so cool about consoles? Well, the fact that you have to pay to play online. Say you pay for internet. Well, you also have to pay to play with your friends. Xbox has Xbox Live and PS4 has PlayStation Plus. And a yearly subscription to that will cost you about $60. Now, having to pay extra to play with your friends does suck, but one really cool thing about playing online on console is that you don't have to worry about cheating so much. And even if you do suspect a player of cheating, you can report it. Okay, what's next? Oh right, convenience. So as a kid, it wasn't uncommon for me to take my Nintendo GameCube to a friend's house whenever I stayed the night. I still sometimes do this with my Xbox One. However, imagine you have a PC and you want to go hang out with your friends, or you're going to be staying somewhere for a week or a weekend. How inconvenient does it sound to have to bring your desktop and all the cords and wires and monitor or multiple monitors and a lot of stuff to your friend's house? It doesn't sound fun, does it? Because it's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. But hell, even take transportation out of the mix. Can you imagine having 2 to 3 friends over and huddling around your computer to play games together? You can't. I mean, most PC gamers will make the argument that you can just plug in a few controllers into your desktop and hook up a TV via HDMI cable, but is it really worth all the trouble? Another really great thing about console gaming is that you don't have to worry about whether or not your game's gonna run. Now, whereas it won't look nearly as good as on a PC, you still don't have to worry about technical things such as graphics cards or processors. Okay, so what isn't there to like about PC gaming? Well, starting off, it's quite a bit more expensive than playing consoles, and I'm not talking about game prices, I'm talking about acquiring the computer itself. Whether you buy a gaming computer or build your own, it's going to cost you anywhere from $800 to $1,000. Also, building your own computer can be complicated if you're not that tech savvy. Putting parts in the wrong places or installing drivers and programs wrong can really just f up your whole day. Also, remember me mentioning how console players don't have to worry about cheating as much? Well, PC gamers do, and it's not to an absurd extent, but it's still pretty bad. So, which is better? Which is more superior? What's the better platform? Neither. No platform is better than the other. Consoles are nowhere near as powerful or fast as a super gaming computer. They also don't look as good graphically, but some people don't care. Personally, if I had just a grand lying around, I'd be more than happy to build my own gaming PC. But I can see why a lot of people wouldn't. Most people live really busy lives and can't justify spending that much money on something they're just gonna play video games on. So they buy a console. No worrying about whether drivers are installed correctly or if the game will even run. Just pop a game in and have an adventure. At the end of the day, video games are fun. They're a way to explore worlds we'll never see and experience stories we've never been told before. There's an amazing community of people all over the world who love video games and get invested in characters and lore, and it's just incredible. Okay, so the verdict is stop f***ing whining like a bunch of little about technical shit that doesn't matter. Yeah. I like that conclusion.
Is this for class?
Shut the f*** up, Chris!